Hi everyone, welcome to Coding Drive. In this video, we are going to learn about switch in Java. Switch allows us to make a decision from number of choices. So let's implement switch in our Java program. So here I'm going to create a variable of type int. Let's say int choice and store value 3. Now let's create a switch. And inside this switch, I'm going to pass the variable that I have just created, which is choice. Open curly brackets. And inside this curly bracket I'm going to write the cases. So let's write case. As I have passed a variable of type int, so it is expecting the cases to be int as well. So let's write 1 and put a colon, and inside this you can write whatever you want to execute when this case 1 is matched. So I'm just going to write that I'm in case 1. That's it. Now create another case. So here I have created 4 cases. We need to also create a default one. If no match is found with any of the case statement, only the statement following the default case will be executed. So let's write inside this default is I am in default. So here the choice variable is holding the value of 3. So this case 3 should be executed. Let's run the program. So here you can see that even after executing the case 3, it is also executing the case 4 and in default. So to prevent it, we need to write break after every case. If you don't know break and continue in Java, you can click on the card. The moment the switch will encounter break, it will come out of the switch. So let me write break in every case. Now there is no need to write break inside default, because after executing the default, the control will come out of the switch anyway. Let's execute the program. Here I forgot to put a semicolon. Yeah, now let's run the program. So as you can see that I'm in case 3. Now we can also use expression inside switch and cases. Like I can write here 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3, so it will execute the third case. And we can also, as I said, we can also use expression inside cases. So I can write 2 plus 1, it will execute the third case. So yes, this example may give you a wrong impression that you can only use cases in ascending order, but you can write cases in any order you like. Like I can cut this third case and I can put it on the top and run the program. It will execute this case only. So here you can see we can also work with char inside switch case. Let's see how we can use it. So I'm going to change this type from int to char, and I'm going to store character b. Let's modify the cases as well. Here I'm going to pass again the variable choice. Here we need to write case. I'm going to write here A, similarly B. So let's run the program now. So as you can see, it is saying I'm in case B. Now there is something you should avoid while using switch in your program. Don't use float expression inside switch cases. Like you cannot write any expression which will evaluate to a float value. Now multiple cases cannot be used as same expression. For example, I can copy this and paste it. So as you can see, there is a red mark, and even if I run this program, it will say duplicate case label. So make sure that each and every case is unique.